You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this is exclusive and it's very interesting that the wife brothers of late owner of a collapsed Ikoyi building Osibona fight over bank details, exotic cars, other assets, and also engaged a lawyer. This is exclusive. Sources close to the family told some reporters that the wife, who had just flown in from the United States, tried gaining access to her husband's apartment, along Musli Road, Ikoyi, but she was denied access by some of Oshibona's brothers. The relations of Femi Osibona, owner of the 21-story building that collapsed in the Ikoyi area of Lagos State, are currently in a messy fight over the personal property of the deceased. SR Reporters has also learnt. Sources close to the family told Star reporters that the wife, who had just flown in from the United States, tried gaining access to her husband's apartment along Mosley Road, Ikoyi, but she was denied access by some of Oshibona's brothers. Femi Oshibona, Star reporters learned that Mrs. Osibona, who had 4 children, she had 4 children for the late Femi, is presently in a fight to finish with the brothers who are laying claim to the deceased array of exotic cars, bank account details, and other assets. The family allegedly denied the wife access to the deceased apartment because there were bundles of money, keys to the expensive vehicles, and others in the house. So reporters was told that the two family factions came with mobile police officers, Mopo, after which they were all locked out by residents of the building who are neighbors of the deceased. One of the sources said the brothers and wife of Femi Oshibona are fighting over access to bank details of the deceased and keys to expensive vehicles. This is despite the fact that the man has a wife and 4 kids. The body is yet to be buried. They are already fighting over his property. His wife was at the site yesterday, shouting at his brothers. I think there are loads of cash in the house. Femi's brothers have stopped his wife and daughter from getting into his apartment. It is such a mess that money has become the root of all evil. No, when point of correction, the love of money has become the root of all evil. Definitely, the brother asked the wife to go and stay at the hotel, and she claimed she has no money to go there. Another source said the woman came to the house with a Mopo. The family also engaged the services of Mopo also. On each side, there were about 20 people shouting on one another. When it was already midnight, we chased every one of them out of the house. They were outside till midnight shouting, swearing, boasting, and threatening. Instead of money, these people were fighting over assets. They have also engaged a popular lawyer, Olisa Agbakuba, on the matter. SR reporters had during the week reported that the chief executive officer of Fourscore Homes Limited, Femi Oshibona, was confirmed dead and recovered from the rubble of the collapsed structure after about 4 days. The body of Oshibona was discovered, among others, during the rescue operation on Thursday. There had been concerns over the whereabouts of Oshibona, Wale Bob Oseni, his friend, and others trapped in the building. Bob Oseni, who was to catch a flight to the United States, briefly made a detour to see the project at the invitation of the developer, but did not walk out alive. On Monday, the building located on Gerard Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, collapsed with a yet to be ascertained number of persons still trapped beneath the rubble. The death toll currently stands at over 40 persons. Emergency workers had evacuated more than 9 persons alive from the debris of the fallen building. According to Eyebrow Living magazine, the collapsed property comprising 4-bedroom masonette flats, duplex, and penthouses was 65% sold out. The price range for the apartment is also said to be between $1.2 million and $5 million. Yes, the structure was said to be 80% completed and was built to be concluded in 2022. Wow, this story is so pathetic. Well, concerning the wife and the brothers, I wouldn't know except if lawyer would venture or intervene on the matter. But basically, the right thing and the normal thing that they are supposed to have done is just to mourn the man first. After burying the man, then they can argue over the so-called property. But as it is, I believe before they could argue over all this, I believe there's something is fishy. Even the owner, which is the firm Osibona, also something is wrong somewhere. Definitely, if lawyer would intervene, I believe he should have written his will, and if there is any will in the case, I believe the immediate family, which is the wife and the children, would benefit from that. But what is really happening concerning this, and how the brothers, are trying to fight over the issue, I don't know. There is something that is going on, but some few comments I would say are trading down here on this event. The statements by someone who says his name is OB says, why do some people behave like wild animals? So the man's money, cars and other properties are more important than his life, and no respect for the dead anymore. For crying out loud, the man has a wife and children. Why should she be treated that way? And some of these useless in-laws can be irritating and greedy. It's just too early for this kind of mess. Well, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But what I believe is that the wife and the brothers are not being truthful to themselves. If truly they really care about the man's health or the man's life when he was even alive, they would have mourned him. But I wouldn't want to blame or lay any claim or blame anybody as it is now. But definitely, I'm going to say the wife should have even relaxed since she's learned and she knows that she could call a lawyer. Definitely, I believe justice will prevail if need be. But in other words, to buttress more points, not even to the dead or to to the collapse building is what I really want to talk about. The foundation of that so-called building was not defined at all, because the Lagos State government had already head into a compromise that building should be restructured, and if they needed to add any other structure on that building, they would definitely go back to the foundation. And that was what has been said even by the Lagos State government. But rather they believe what is there, let us build more. So the building already had its own let me say, I would say it's more or less like a skyscraper. They still wanted to add 8 other story building on it, and without coming back to the foundation. Yes, let me go back to what the family are arguing about. It's still the same thing as the building. If you think your foundation should not be minded, then you will face the wrath of the building. What I'm saying in essence is that since the man is dead, if the wife really know how they started and the foundation is there, why she shouldn't have fought the brothers. What they needed to do, or what she needed to do, is just to invite the lawyer the same way she invited the lawyer later. So she shouldn't have made a scene or shouting or making noise. Well, I would like you to share your views over this and let's know your thoughts.